Hola, ¿qué tal, gente? Aquí de nuevo Dangi, en el siguiente capítulo de Vampyr. Una pequeña recopilación de lo que pasó en el capítulo anterior fue que por circunstancias... ¿cómo decirlo? Por circunstancias no gratas tuvimos que matar a una enfermera. ¿Cuál es el problema? Que era el pilar de determinada sociedad. Le chupamos toda la sangre, la dejamos seca como una pasa. Entonces, ella fue nuestra primera víctima, pero no importa mucho. No va a ser la única y no va a ser la última. Aparte de eso, pues nos enteramos que nuestra hermana Mari, que sufrió un altercado con un vampiro, no sabemos con qué vampiro, falleció y por ende le están enterrando, ¿no? Y pues ahorita estamos acudiendo, o eso vamos a intentar acudir al funeral de nuestra hermana Mari. Entonces, sin más, comencemos con este nuevo capítulo de Vampyr. Espero que lo disfruten. Y si no lo disfrutan, muy seguramente en la noche un vampiro los vaya a ir a acechar. Nos vemos ahorita. Vale, después de unos cuantos inconvenientes, llegamos al cementerio. Veamos qué es lo que pasa ahora. Tenemos una misión secundaria urgente. Vale. No es cierto. Un pequeño comentario. Aunque no lo parezca, porque justamente estos son montoneros y nos están dando con todo, hasta con patatas. Nos chetamos en el capítulo anterior, ya, haciendo misiones secundarias. Que sí, claro, no porque seamos ya nivel 16 significa que el jugador haya mejorado mucho. Entonces, ya muérete tú. Vale, estaba esperando a que mi perro se callara. A ver.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Que le vaya muy bien, señora Xiaoxun. Vale. Ahora sí, a lo que nos truje. A visitar la tumba. Veo que no vamos a poder. ¿Tenemos balas? 8 balas y 8 de escopeta. Vamos a llevar la escopeta. Aunque no lo parezca, gente, en serio, intento esquivarlos. En serio. Solamente que soy un poquito lento. Un poquito lento al momento de aprender controles. Y veo que... no sé. Así dejémoslo para un momento. Que se muera ese. Y de nada sirve ver, check. ¿Qué pasó aquí? Ay, una rata, ok. La cuestión es... ¿en serio hay más? Y veo que ya no les hace daño la escopeta. A ver, vamos a cambiar de... 99, 65, esta. Al menos hace más daño. Lástima que es más lenta. En serio le di a esquivarte. Esta cámara. Ah, sí. Por cierto. Ya llevo varias muertes en el juego. Y esta es una más. Que puedo... oh. Diablos. Uy, y esta zona parece zona de jefe. No, parece que no, ok. A ver si ya no hay más obstáculos.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Ok.
My mother would die if she were to see me in this state. I must wait. Avery, I leave you to care for my mother. I'm in no state to comfort her.
Vale, acá.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Así que esa es nuestra madre.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Vale.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
Dígame cómo.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
No, no soy
I'm
un
not a
hombre.
religious man. You should know that.
This is not about you forgiving yourself. This is for her. This is you telling Mary how sorry you are.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Wow. Un vampiro confesándose. Creo que ahora sí ya lo he visto todo. Vale.
There she goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Pensé que era un cazavampiros.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them.
Joder, vaya que sí es enorme.
Judge and jury.
These immortals try with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Vaya que sí era enorme ese. ¿Qué es este? ¿Es enemigo? No, ¿o sí? Reverendo Henry Kane.
Not a safe place right now, sir.
Ah, vale.
Roll back to the hell that barred you.
Oh, qué guapo. Siempre lo tiro hacia el lado que no es.
I order you to step back.
Wow. Es mío, reverendo. Vara de... What?
Stunned me with his face. His crucifix. This is not good news.
¿Dónde está el otro que me estaba disparando? Quién sabe. Vamos hacia la iglesia. Aunque... debo decir que es un poco hipócrita de nuestra parte el querer ir a la iglesia para sentirnos mejor respecto a nuestra hermana, siendo que acabamos de matar a un reverendo. Pero bueno.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
Es un asunto personal.
You seem to me a good soul, vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
Un accidente.
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Vale. ¿Y cómo se supone que nosotros sepamos?
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I.
Vale.
It does not concern God at all.
¿Cómo se supone que nosotros sepamos lo que nuestra querida hermana Mary quería? No tengo la menor idea.
Precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
Pero...
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land You are our champion.
¿Cómo?
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Vale.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Okay.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Vale, les cuento un poquito lo que pasó de camino al hospital. Nos enfrentamos contra un hombre lobo y luego nos topamos con nuestro creador.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan.
Tendremos que
This
matarlo.
is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Ahora que me estoy fijando, la pregunta es: ¿por qué a la señorita, que también es vampiro, la cual nos intentó consolar un poco, por qué ella tiene los ojos normales y por qué nosotros los tenemos totalmente rojos? ¿Será porque somos recién nacidos, por así decir, o cuál será el motivo? Mera pregunta ahorita que veo la cinemática.
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Vale.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Cales.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Vale. Denme un segundito, gente. Listo. Vale.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Vale. Joder.
What on earth happened here?
Oh, diablos. No, pues la verdad, ¿saben, gente? De haber sabido que le iban a matar, mejor lo hubiéramos matado nosotros, le hubiéramos chupado la sangre y listo. A ver si ella nos puede decir algo ahorita.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Vale.
What do
Vamos
you
a
know of
preguntarle.
Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
Era enorme, en efecto, era enorme.
He was bigger than a man, huge in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
Vale. ¿Y qué es Ascalon?
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Muchas gracias.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Vale. Vamos a reírnos un poquito en su cara.
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Miren. Si mal no bueno, pocos recordarán, en un capítulo anterior, nos enteramos que Lady Ashbury se alimentaba de la sangre de los enfermos. Y esta es la duda que yo tenía, que si no le hacía daño a ella. Veamos.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Vale.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Y ahora, pensándolo un poquito, me acaba de asaltar una nueva duda. No sé por qué, pero dicen que sí o sí, una vez que le chupamos la sangre a una persona, a un ser humano, dice que siempre los terminamos matando. Mi pregunta es la siguiente: para evitar matar a las personas, no sería posible solamente sorber un poquito de sangre y dejarle el resto. No lo sé. Vale, gente, llegamos al muelle. Vamos a preguntar dónde se encuentra el cura.
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Vale, muchas gracias, pero aún así...
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Señor Digby, usted va a morir.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
Un
I'm a
chupasangres.
tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a
Mucho
sudden,
bla, bla,
nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Tom, dígame dónde se encuentra.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Muchísimas gracias.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Vale, ya sabemos dónde está. Vamos a por él. Vale, a ver. Según eso, aquí.
Another disgusting ghoul did it, don't you think?
Seems like the guard of Prewen is
Oh,
on Sean Hampton's trail, too.
All of you bloody leeches.
No, friegues. Primero me entrego de este. Uy. Joder.
Killing's all you deserve. That's gonna hurt. Crush the leech, boys. Want some of this? Die,
Como si no fuera suficiente. ¡Ah! ¡Diablos! No va para... Diablos. Joder. Ok, gente, en serio, no lo hago a propósito, simplemente soy muy manco. Pueden preguntarle a cualquiera de mis conocidos. Vale, gente, vamos allá de nuevo. Este ya me cansó. Y justamente... Diablos. ¿Qué, no se le acaba el combustible o qué? Solamente... Y eso que tenía 10 balas. A ver... Vamos a cambiar de arma rápidamente. ¡Vamos! Y esto del apuntado no me gusta. ¿Por qué? Joder. Si apuntas al enemigo, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Que si mueves el mouse muy poco, el auto apuntado se va a otro enemigo. Entonces por eso es que hace esos cambios tan bruscos de que en un momento estoy apuntándole al del lanzallamas, muevo tantito el mouse por costumbre y se mueve el apuntado a otra persona. Pero bueno, vamos allá. Vale, gente. Acabo de mejorar las armas. Como pueden ver, mejoramos la sierra, la estaca y el revólver. Fue para lo único que nos dio. Veamos. Ah, bueno, y también compré munición a un mercader. Veamos si con esto ahora sí podemos. Venga, empezamos bien. Vale. Nos queda otra bala. Vale, cambiamos. Joder, no se cambia automáticamente, entonces ¿para qué te pone que a la G? Ay, Dios mío. Tan bien que habíamos empezado. ¡Dispara! Oh. Cuatro balas, ok. Nice. Nos curamos. Sí, yo sé que lo que estoy haciendo es rastrero, pero bueno. Creo que es más rastrero de su parte el ser 3 contra 1. Ok, ya nos quedamos sin munición. Cambiamos a la estaca. Vale. Nos curamos. Pero mueve. Eso es a lo que me... refería.
Vamos.
Pero apunta ese cabrón. No. Por fin. Tú me tienes hasta los que tengo en el escroto. Falta y que este nos mate. Joder. Nos tranquilizamos un poquito. Entonces, ¿para qué sirve la G si no vas a cambiar? Ah, es para el objeto de arriba, ok. Mala mía. Disculpen, gente, que me haya puesto así, pero no les miento cuando les digo que literalmente llevo más de 1 hora intentándolo y siempre es lo mismo. Pero por fin costó, pero lo conseguí. Vamos a ir con el cura este que ya me tiene hasta los huevos. Igual no monetizo YouTube, así que no pasa nada. Lo voy a decir tal y como es. Me tiene hasta los huevos esta misión. Vale, gente. Llegamos al refugio. Veamos. Ver.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Mira, Lottie Paxton, si no quieres que te muerda y te arranque la cabeza, dime lo que necesitas.
Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Gracias.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Encontrar a Sean en el área. Seguramente voy a estar abajo. No era por aquí. Vale. Que tampoco. Joder. Vale, veamos si está acá. No, tampoco. Vale, todo looteado. Vale. Unos cuantos chelines siempre vienen bien. ¿Estará durmiendo? ¿En serio me van a poner a buscar?
This Seymour worries me. Perhaps Sean knows something about him.
A ver, hablemos de nuevo.
Glad to see you again.
I'm looking for...
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages us.
He was a patient of mine.
I see. Well, Miss...
Oficina del asilo. ¿Y dónde carajo se supone que es eso? Allá no hay nada. Ya lo revisé. Aquí, aquí mero. Aquí estás.
Why the long face, Doctor?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
No te quiero preguntar nada. Lo que quiero es matar.
At the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I have to see for myself. But your sense of purpose and calm gives me some relief.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Vale. Bueno, gente, la verdad estoy muy molesto. Yo creo que lo más pertinente va a ser dejarlo por aquí, por el momento. Y pues nada, espero que les haya gustado, que se la hayan pasado mejor que yo, porque la verdad yo estoy súper furioso. Pero en fin, son cosas que pasan con juegos con jefes tan difíciles, ¿no? Incluso, muy seguramente ni siquiera era difícil el bastardo de lanzallamas. ¿Cuál fue el problema? Que siempre tenía 3 lacayos a su lado. Entonces, sin más, nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Que tengan una excelente noche. Este ha sido Dangi. Chao. Antes que nada, miren. Ay, cara. Bueno, ahora sí. Hasta la próxima.